Alright. Well, this is actually take 2 for this video. The first time I did it on my phone, which should have been good, but I guess I got microphone problems on here. I noticed that the other day I did a video about a bunch of wasps and went to listen to it, and you couldn't understand almost any of the words. Just like it picked up some and not some. So this is try 2. Secondly, just as I got ready to turn the camera on, we had a little tragedy here. I reached out and put my hand on this little orb weaver spider, and I guess, I mean, it's a spider, so no big deal, right? But these are good spiders. I like orb weavers. They catch lots of bugs. Let him focus up that close. And I didn't completely mash her. Now there is a chance there was one of these. There'll be another one fly by in a minute. One of those kind of black and orange dirt daubers. They're not the black dirt daubers like you see, one of the black and orange ones, but they build the mud nests and put stuff in it. And one came by here a second ago, loaded real heavy with something, and was kind of in my way. And this may have been what it had. Whoops, I dropped her. So I'm going to set her over here, and hopefully here in a little bit, if I don't beat her up too bad, she'll be okay. But my guess is one of those mud daubers had stung her, and so she is kind of paralyzed right now. I'm sure she understands that. That's what she does. I guess it's a she. I don't know. Anyway, so this video's already more trouble than it should have been. Let me move this stool out of the way, and I can stand here a lot easier. Hi everybody, it's Rob. As if you didn't know that. It's hot out here too. It's not as bad as it was, and of course the wind decided to start blowing, as it does here in West Texas. Sorry, I'm looking over there seeing a bunch of smoke coming from something. Could be a grass fire. I don't think it is, but something's burning. This is a video response to Dad on YouTube. I'm trying to pick up where I did the last one, trying to think of the things I said, because I thought I did a pretty good job with it. We'll never know. It's a BR to Dad on YouTube. Dad and his son did a video a few days ago on comparing a couple of cans of Pringles, one from America, one from China. I don't know when Dad went to China to get a can of Pringles. Power to him though, but that was a good trip. I bet he didn't really go there. He might have. But I sent him a message and a picture, and I said, hey Dad, that's really cool. You got a can of Chinese Pringles, but do you have a can of Pringles from Ireland? And he said, well, no, Rob, I don't have a can of Pringles from Ireland. I may be ad-libbing a little bit. But he said I should do a video response. And I was like, I don't want to, but you know what? I will. Dad's a good guy. And so I will do a video response to him and his son. We're going to talk about Irish Pringles and American Pringles, which he already talked about, but I'll kind of follow the same pattern. And this one's almost empty, so I'm going to set it down because it keeps blowing over and ticking me off. Thank you, wind. So yes, Happy Hair and I were in Ireland a few weeks ago during May. I was actually there on my birthday. It was kind of fun. But she set up the trip, and of course I had way too much to do, but she talked me into it, and we went, and we won't tell her, but it was a pretty stinking good trip. And got to meet up with Half Can. In fact, I'll show you. I printed out a map of Ireland, if the wind will hold still enough, just for a moment, and I'll show you. Looking at our little orb weaver, she's not moving much. Could be all for her. Yeah. She was out here a couple of nights ago, and I got tangled up in her web and felt her crawling around on me, so she was already not real happy about that. But we went to Ireland, and we started off, I'm looking through the paper, here in Dublin, and then we went down to here, and then we went over to here, and and we stopped at the Middleton Distillery, and that was a boy, yeah. And then we went up to here and went out onto one of the islands. There we go, onto this little island right there. And then from there we went way the heck up here and went out and stayed at a lighthouse for a couple of days. Anyway, the whole point is we wound up back down here in the Connemara, pretty cool part of Ireland, and we were just over in here near Galway City, and I got to meet up with Half Can over there, and that was a good trip. We had a good time. He he lives in a pretty cool place, and yeah, that was a good part of the trip, real good part. And then from there we went back to Dublin and came back home, and the party was over. So there you go. We'll talk more about that at some other point. The point of this video is to talk about the can of Pringles I got while I was in Galway, waiting on Half Can to come out and show us where his house was in the super secret location that it is. And never thought about it. I figured Pringles were Pringles wherever you go, and I kind of think they are. But Dad and his son were talking about them, and I don't remember any of the thing about the Chinese Pringles. But what we'll do is we'll read the ingredients on the Irish Pringles, and I'll run through them real quick on those. In the other video I did, I read them in German and I read them in Spanish on here. I don't know why. I guess I just thought it'd be funny, and I'm sure it was. May not mess with that this time. But the ingredients, pull these guys off. What was the Red Skeleton used to say? I don't really need these. I've just reached the point where curiosity is greater than vanity. So, this is called Savory Snack Ingredients, and it's spelled the UK way, S-A-V-O-U-R-Y. It doesn't say anything about savory. Savory, I found it just means salty. I always thought it meant something else. Anyway, the savory snack ingredients have dehydrated potatoes, sunflower oil, wheat flour, corn flour, rice flour, maltodextrin, emulsifier, E471 no less, salt, color, which is annatto norbixen, never heard of that, may contain milk, and soy. Best before, see bottom, the BB, packaged in a protective atmosphere. So the bottom says that they were packaged in that protective atmosphere on the way that British do dates, the 27th of January of 25, and the best buy date, the BB, is the 28th of April 2026. Well, they're not going to last that long, I promise. They're just about done already. One of the big differences I noticed here, and I forgot I mentioned that in the other video, is the American Pringles has a metal bottom, which is, I feel like, more durable. But this one came all the way back from Ireland and has lasted in my pickup and everywhere else with a paper bottom. The reason for that is because they are big on recycling over there. I mean, they're hardcore on recycling. Truth is, recycling doesn't do a lot of good. It doesn't save much money. But yeah, my guess is if you're in Ireland or the UK, they don't have a lot of room to put trash, and so they kind of got to figure out other ways to deal with it. And recycling may be that way. I'll ask you to get the heck out of here. But, so that's that. So American ingredients, right quick: dried potatoes, vegetable oil, corn, cottonseed oil, high oleic soybean. I guess that's just soybean oil. So, oh, that's the of course it's all vegetables. And seed oils, go away. I feel, yeah. Degerminated yellow corn flour, cornstarch, rice flour, maltodextrin again, mono and diglyceride, salt, wheat starch. Contains wheat ingredients. Big surprise. Yeah, I'm not going to read them in Spanish. I'm not even going to read them in German, other than to say it was kind of cool. I learned the word for sunflower oil, which is Sonnenblumen oil, which Sonnen is sun, bloom I guess is flower, and OL is oil, and we say it, that's how we say it in Texas, oil. We don't say oil, we say oil. So there we go. So that's basically that. What else to tell you? I don't know. I was going to mention the knife. This is a knife I'm making for my daughter Sarah, but you know, the wheels of progress turn slow, and so I've been working on this for quite a while, but I'll do a video on that at some point too, as I get it done. This one in the other video had these beef sticks taped to it because it was American Pringles, because it was a Christmas present. And if you don't know it, Pringles are really good with beef sticks, whether it's a Jack Link or a Slim Jim or whatever. This Slim Jim is yeah, it's getting a little bit crunchy. I may not have enough teeth for that one. I may have to trade this one off to somebody, but this guy still feels real good. I don't know what it is. Maybe just the salty potato chip taste, and the meat sticks are really, really good. I almost threw those on the spider. That dang spider, huh? And they're especially good with bourbon and soda, and that makes me remember I'm thirsty, and this isn't bourbon, it's a club soda with a lime squeezed into it. Mucho tart. Yeah, that'll wake your mouth up. But so anyway, there we go. That's the video. I'm not, let's reach around here, wake up the camera, and see that I have been going for almost 10 minutes. Well, that's perfect. This GoPro camera, when you hit the either 11 or 12 or 13 minute mark, then it changes over to a different, it doesn't put it all in one thing, and so then you have to put it on a computer and you have to splice the 2 pieces or 3 pieces together to make it a single video. So we'll hit it this way, it won't do it. I don't have any internet right now, so I can't upload it until I get to somewhere that does. I may be off down country again this week. Hey, she moved a little bit, so maybe she'll be okay. Yeah. Anyway, so that's it. Dad, I love you. I must love you, or I wouldn't have done this video. But hope we had some fun with it, and I'll be doing a few more videos. I got a giveaway I'm going to do, and so we'll get it all figured out. We're about to hit 11 minutes. I better shut the heck up. So here we go. Thanks, y'all. Let me turn this off. The button.